So welcome to Stasis Geek. My first video this is as a non-Star Wars content, so I'm quite excited. And must say, I didn't think it would be about Henry Cavill. What now? Henry Cavill? Why? Now, yeah, everybody's been talking about it. So I must say, first of all, I have to salute the guy because he's played it well. I mean, he seems to be a genuine nice guy, and he could have done a lot of, let's just call it what it is, a lot of Hollywood, what would have been Hollywood, you know, a bit nasty, a bit in your face, or he just could have been two-faced to the fans. But he's been very respectful to all sides, and I think that's what a lot of fans, you know, want to hear. Kind of like, well, we can see the crap, you know, and he has been kind of shat on. Let's be honest about it. He kind of got, let's just go through, you know, the Superman. He seems to be really in love with that whole character. Yeah, the whole ethos of it, what it meant, and yeah, it seemed to him it was playing close to his heart, you know, being in that. And yeah, to be honest, did I like the Superman movies? I could take Man of Steel. Yeah, that's a bit of a fun movie. Really badly written. That's all you have to say. Batman and versus Superman, awful. And then you've got the Justice Leagues, because you have to call them that. I didn't like all of them. Any of them. So you can tell why this is why I think he's been like led down the garden path a little bit, because the Flash movie, yeah, he, you know, was it Gal Gadot? Yeah, even her looks like they've been a bit shat on, because they kind of come in, and we know from a lot of leaks that they've gone on and done shoots in that to save that movie because of what's happened. But we won't go into that here. But so he's then come back and announced after Black Adam, kind of, you know, I'm back in Black Adam. What makes that film? I've not seen it, but wouldn't that ending then make that a bit lackluster? You have to let me know if that kind of it impacts. If there would be a Black Adam 2, I'm guessing there's not going to be, because it didn't do that well. But so he gets introduced in that. He's done his reshoots, and then somebody in the production company high up goes, yeah, well done, thank you. It leads probably gone, am I going to be in another Superman one? Because I've kind of done this on the premise that he's going, yes, can I announce it? Yes, you can. I think it will be great to build up some, you know, fan excitement. And so he announces, of course, I'm back as Superman. And it's funny because he was wearing his Warhammer t-shirt, wasn't he? So excited. And I mean, to me, now I'm not the biggest Superman fan, but he is at the moment the best thing you've got. If you drew, Henry Cavill comes out. If you want somebody who loves it and actually can embrace that character, Henry Cavill. So it's what they kind of, what's it, James Gunn. And I'm not the biggest fan. I didn't like Suicide Squad. And yet, okay, you've got a good storyline on the Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay. But I think they've kind of, I don't get the production company, because I can't remember the guy who's taken over. But if he's like rebooting the DC universe, okay, but it's going to take time to do that. Henry Cavill is what, nearly 40? So, or 40. Let's milk that. Yeah. One, the fans wanted it. Yeah. Two, women adore him. Let's be honest. Most things. Oh, I'm just gonna put a Superman movie on. Oh God, Henry Cavill's on it. Ooh, that's more interesting now. You know what I mean. But so he got richly screwed over, and then he kind of got screwed over in The Witcher as Geralt, didn't he, as well? So he's got that one, and he loved The Witcher 3 you know, game. He's a proper PC gamer and all that. And I'm guessing getting that was a dream as well because he loved the character. Yeah? I don't know how much he's read into the books, but I'm guessing he's done his research because the stuff he said kind of was true, as they were going, Geralt and the books went that way, and they were going down here somewhere into a rabbit hole that they couldn't get out of. And he then just went, look, you're not bringing Geralt to the screen. You're messing up the character. Oh, man, I'm checking out. And I think that's all he have to do for that. It's like, well done for him. He didn't take the paycheck there because he could have just sat on his hands, biting his lip, you know, them screwing up the character that he loved. And he's just gone, no, I'm out. Yeah, and I like, what's it, Hemsworth, the Liam Hemsworth. Like, sorry, I can guarantee that show's going to be cancelled after your like, they might have signed him for 2 seasons. Maybe, but I guarantee they're looking at that now, Netflix, and going, that's 1 season gone. And yeah, I think then with Henry's announcement of going, that show's dead anyway. They were going so... I've read the books, and I think I've shown you the books on the previous videos. The books, are they great? They're not great. They're okay. They are okay. But the Witcher games, what kind of elaborate more on Geralt, and that's why it's a bit of heart-wrenching shame, isn't it, really, that Witcher could have been great. It could have been so great. And there are parts in the show, and I'm not going to be like, oh, okay. And there are bits that peak, but the storytelling, and they're like, just doing a Hollywood on it is ridiculous. They should put Geralt, whack him in some eastern part of, you know, Europe, really dark, really dungy, and go through there. So I'm glad he kind of, you know, spurred on for that. But, you know, he's done all right in his other shows. So, like, he's done, like, The Man of U.N.C.L.E. He was okay. And, like, even Enola Holmes. He was only got the bit part in the 1. He's more in the 2. Okay, it's a teen. You have to take it with a pinch of salt. It's not... it's not Sherlock Holmes-ish. That's the best way to call it. You know, the second one... yeah, it's sit there... watch it, forget it. You know, it's one of those. But he plays it. He plays the character really well, and he stands, you know, tall in it. He's good in that the Fallout, Mission Impossible, isn't he? And you know, he's come from really boosted from that. Is what's that? The Greek one, Immortals, wasn't it? Yeah, that could have been epic. Unfortunately, it was fouled by. I'm going to say directing on that. The writing wasn't bad. It was just how it was directed. I thought was awful. So he's been let down. You know, he isn't that bad. He's got the looks. He's got the mannerisms. He can act. He holds himself like his stature. He doesn't do anything behind the scenes like where, I don't want to work with him. You know, the only thing we ever hear is like he's gone against, I don't think the character would do that, you know, in the, you know, when there is a book or something, he's always, you know, we know that from The Witcher, he's always gone, oh, hold it, what are you doing there? And I think, well, as an actor, I know you're a vessel, but I think you've got to give your own, hold it, you know, I wouldn't do that. And Star Wars channel, Mark Hamill, you know, vented anger and still did it. He couldn't, like, jump ship, but it seems like, well, he's looked at his contract and got him out. For The Witcher, at least, you know, I'm out. So him being kind of, James Gunn kind of like kicking him to the curb. And I don't know what that's going to be. And like, does anybody care? And it is a thing that there's going to be a young, it's going to be like Smallville, isn't it? Like a young Superman. Even if it's like mid-range, early, like 19, early 20s. But does anybody care? No. Because what are they going to do? 3 years to get in production? Let's say 3 years. If that's going to be a fast turnaround, you know, because they're getting pushed by DC to get that out. To launch the new universe or whatever after the Flash movie. Who cares? You know, everybody wanted to know Cavill. You know, they wanted, you know, that Superman. So I don't get it, because they could have done something very simple, the humanity of it, I suppose, is the best way to do it, and then rebooted it. Give him one, you know, a goodbye. Fans would have said thank you, and then they could have moved on, you know. But it's a very bizarre. So then, what does he do? Does he moan? So he's been working behind the scenes. And I like this, because he knew he was being screwed over. He isn't a stupid man, it doesn't seem like. So he got screwed over by The Witcher. I'm off. He was getting screwed over, and then he got screwed over with Superman. But in the background, he's been working on his dream. And I have to, again, well done. So he announced Warhammer. He's bringing Warhammer to TV, film. I'm hoping, it'd be great if it was like a series, I'm guessing. You know, I don't have any, but I see the appeal. You know, loads. It's massive. Yeah, it's massive. He loves it. He's known for it. You know, he's known to be loving that. I'm gonna get paint on. So I'm really excited. Not for the Warhammer itself. I think if it's done right, and I've always going to have skepticism because of what's happening lately, but he's producing it. Great. Thumbs up there. Now I'm hoping he then steps in and goes, I'm going to co-write this. Now he said he's looking for a writer, and it's with Amazon. Now we know how Amazon treat some of their IPs they've gathered, and they don't do it that well. So I'm just hoping he has, as an executive producer, has a bit of clout with that. Goes, if we do this, I star in it, and I drive the writing. Now, if literally he could sit there with two writers or one writer and drive that narrative of how that should be run. If he does that, I think we've got a winner. Get a good directors in, and I think that show could be a knockout. I think we're looking at something that could be, not ignore Warhammer, I think just for sci-fi fans and, you know, comic book fans or whatever, you know, superhero action fans, if they do it justice, and it could nail it. Now, I think it's going to be like a series, because it's going to be on Amazon. And Amazon need those Prime figure numbers to be boosted up after the dreadful Rings of Power. So I think that's where we're going to leave with that. And I hope they just boot here, 16 episodes. Go. Do your thing. You know, give him the money, giving him, because he's got the insight to do it. I don't think you can go wrong. So, thumbs up to him though. Thumbs up to it. You know, like it seems like, you know, let's have a look. What we got. Well, I don't know what he's got on the pipeline. Like Squadron 42. I don't know what that is. Let's have a look. So it's a video game. Ministry of Warfare. So Highlander. You've got Highlander now. Rumoured, isn't it, that one? I did like the original. Don't know how that'll work. It could work. Ooh. Could be good if they do it well. You know, yeah, it's just the original's so iconic, isn't it? You know, but he's not got much in there, so you know he's to do, hasn't he? But yeah, I'd just be happy. You know, he's got it. You know, things if he gets the right cast on things. It's going to be support him, isn't it? It's going to be his show. You know, it could be the Henry Cavill Warhammer show, couldn't it? Could be. But yeah, I think that's going to be a win. I'm going to go for a win there. Yeah, it's going to be a win. It's like you say that, but lately we've had so many. Oh, what did they just do? So let's just hope he's got full control. You know, he's the show lead, the show runner. You know, that, and everybody's backing him, going, this guy is in love with this IP, is in love with it. What he was in love with the Witcher IP, and they ignored him, in love with this Superman IP, and they ignored him, and then did what they did. So be wary. But everybody, toes, fingers crossed for this one. Now, the worst thing, it's only just been announced, hasn't it? That's going to be a time away to do that. I would say you're going to look 20 or end of 2025 if they've got the money in place and to get like a studio production, everybody in place. 3 years, 4 years maybe. It's going to be. He's going to have to do something in the meantime, isn't he? We'll have to see how that he develops. Might just go, I'm going to write it for a year. I'm out for a year. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, good. But yes. Oh, give us a comment, because I think a lot of people are interested in this. Yeah. So comment if you want to comment, and give us a like if you want to like. Stasis Geek